Yo, what's bouncing my bronies at Sage here, and this is the third attempt of me actually doing this Pro Tip Tuesday things. Just a quick little thing. I've actually changed it from Pro Tip Thursday to Pro Tip Tuesday, and it's a simple reason because it actually sounds better. Pro Tip Tuesday sounds better than Pro Tip Thursday. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys my personal anchor rotations for hardpoint on standoff, spawning bad side first. So you guys are going to see it firsthand what I'm going to be doing. As you guys can see, my classes are pretty simple. They're the same classes throughout all these different, all the different classes here, but all that changes is the guns and stuff. So the FALs banned are now actually resort to the SMR, and I'm actually pretty decent with it, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You got to sort of figure out if it's working for you that specific day or whether it's not. So basically we've got three AR classes. I like to use the MA or the SMR the most. I'm not a big fan of the A94, especially after patch. I have noticed a bit of a difference in it, and don't really like it that much anymore. And I didn't really like it that much beforehand anyway. I do like more accurate weapons. So the other class that's different is the breakout class. Now, if you don't know what the breakout class is, it's the class that you pick very first of like the very start of the game. And the reason why it's because it's different to all your other classes, whereas this one's holding no secondary, but it's holding 2 EMP grenades. And the reason why is because EMPs have a big blast radius, and they can see if anybody's at a specific point, which you're about to see. So basically, we're going to start off with hardpoint standoff. And before we go into this game right now, I just want to tell you guys that I have changed the hill times to 2 minutes instead of 1 minute, so it'll help me give some time to explain, map rotations and stuff like that. So in a normal game, there is a 10-minute time limit, and the hills rotate every 1 minute. So basically, we're going to pick our breakout class. As you guys can see, it's got the 2 EMPs, it's got the primary gunfighter M8, and what you're going to do straight off the bat here is you're going to have your SMGs run back alley or maybe run main street to try and get control. I'd rather back alley and maybe one flank around backwood. But what you're going to do as an AR is you're going to push straight through tractor and try and get statue control. And the reason why is because when you grab statue control, your team is going to be spawning back packages, and this will just make it so much easier for you to get into the spawn instead of get into the hard point instead of spawning and, back at your old spawn. So before you push the statue, you want to try and actually EMP the statue and see if anybody's there. That's why you're running the EMPs, to see if anybody's there. If you get a hit marker, then great. That means somebody's there and you can contest them. So basically what you want to do, if you know somebody's there, you want to try and pre-aim it, jump around the corner, do all the type of crap that you want to do. As you guys know, I play Claw, I don't play Scuff. If you've got a Scuff, it'll probably be much easier and all that type of crap. So just try and seize statue control. So once you've got statue control, mind you, it's not going to be, it sometimes might be as easy as just running up to it and grabbing it. Sometimes it's not. I mean, if you verse my team, you're probably going to run into some resistance because I have ways to actually counter this tactic. So what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to jump up on top statue control, and the way doing this, you can actually just see yellow main street and see if anybody's flanking around. Because if you grab this thing, they're either going to be spawning gas or they're going to be spawning outback grannies where you spawned. So at 30 seconds to 20 seconds, you guys, the anchor has to rotate to the next hill, and the next hill is going to be in green. So basically what I like to do is sometimes I just like to run straight over there, do some parkour over the car, or you could also just take the scenic route, go straight through back packages, see if anybody's pushing the tractor, and if they are, then you just cut them off. Because kills on transition actually mean a lot more than just normal kills anywhere else. So if you get kills on transition, that means the enemy's going to be spawning out as you rotate. So if somebody's already got control of it, you're going to want to EMP outside, and if that's going to let you know if anybody's out there. So if there's somebody out there, you've got two choices. You can either come up top and take them up from the height advantage, or you could go down bottom and try and take them on head on. But the only problem with that is they might be head glitching, and I'll show you the head glitch very shortly. So what I sometimes like to do is actually push through back packages and get top red control. I can see if anybody's pushing through broken wall. I can engage him, and if I don't really want to, I could just call him out to my teammates. The one's broken wall, main street, and my teammates could probably be most likely to be able to clean him up. You can also check front gas here from top red. I don't really like to check top gas. I like to leave that to, or front gas to the SMGs, I reckon they could actually take them on. But if you're actually anchoring back here, what I like to do is actually sit at these hay bales. Now, this isn't the greatest head glitch, as you guys may notice, because there's actually quite a bit of you showing. You can actually bob down and just peek up a little bit a couple times. Now, our tactic is that we actually like to keep a player up top and looking main street, so you can either that you can be told that somebody's rushing back packages. And as you guys can see right now, this is how I set up my screen right now. I can see back packages door, I can see main street and the little head glitch on the bin, and I can also see broken wall, and it's a perfect little setup that I like to see. And you can also see top red. Now, this is the part where if you're running straight through packages, you can be seen by the person that's head glitching this, and trying to face them head on probably won't be the greatest idea, and you probably end up getting killed. So once again, 30 seconds have passed. Now you want to start rotating again. Now you want to start rotating the to the hay bales near Granny, because that's where the next anchor is. So what you basically want to do is jump up on here, stay here for a little bit, and actually just keep rotating around, keeping an eye on the main street. I never actually ever run into resistance at this tractor, but if somebody's already set up on anchor, you can jump up on top of this tractor. And I know how obvious it seems, but a lot of people actually don't expect you to come up here and actually peek the anchor spot over there. And if you believe me, if they're on anchor, head glitching that little hay bale over there, their head peeks out just on top of this wall, and you can usually pick them off either with an SMR and an M8 with one of those accurate weapons, or you could burst fire the AN94. So once you rotate around here, you actually want to keep an eye on this top corner here. As your SMGs are pushing around back alley, you should be actually able to pinch this corner. Now, most people up in the hard point like to camp this corner or the corner up at next to the bed. You can either actually jump up on this hill and pre-fire through the wall, and that's sometimes what I do. So once you've actually seized anchor control once again, your teammates should be spawning around this general area and in this pocket here. Now what the enemy's going to be doing is they're actually going to be spawning over at back packages. And what they usually do is run straight through tractor, and they try and head glitch there, but I'm going to show you a way that you can actually catch everybody off guard, and you know, they'll think they have a free run. So as with my team, we actually have 2 ARs, and one AR is actually watching the SMG's front jump. So that makes the SMGs only have to focus on back alley and bottom grannies. So the one AR is actually watching top jump. The other AR is actually watching tractor. Now there's 3 places you can actually watch tractor from. One is here, one is up here. Now these 2 places are really obvious, but the next one is the least obvious thing on the planet, which is right here. Now, I actually discovered this place by just proning down here one time, having to try and crawl up onto the stairs, and I actually saw straight through there, and it was really good. So, once again, 30 seconds has passed. Now, what you're going to be doing, or what I usually do, I say what you want to be doing, but this is actually what I do generally, is I push straight through here. Now, the problem with this is the enemy team is still spawning back packages or back hay near stables. So, you want to be pretty cautious coming out into here, and you also want to just peek through here or get up on top of tractor and see if anybody's head glitch in the back packages. So if there's nobody back packages, you can actually push out here, and what I like to do is actually grab statue control once again. Now the reason why I grab statue control once again is because this sets you up once again from the start. You're back to the start, and you have to just basically repeat yourself, you know, going around the rotations like you were before. So basically, as an AR, you're basically limited yourself to this half of the map. So pretty much tractor, packages, hay, and that's it. Because that's basically all you're sitting at. And I like to actually sit here, see if anybody crosses the road there, and maybe if they called, if your SMGs are calling out granny spawn, jump up on this, you know, grab that. And once the hill rotates, you're back to that. You're back to the original hill, and it's basically the same thing from the beginning, watching there, you know, watching your back, watching the tractor, and all that type of stuff. It actually works out pretty well, because it goes, if you remember at the start of the video, you ended up here in the first place. So that's actually pretty alright. So the next hill is going to be back in the middle. So let's start it off from good side. So if you're actually spawning good side, what you want to be doing is the anchor is about to rotate there, so we'll actually start the game as if it was starting fresh. So basically, you're spawning good side here, you're actually going to be spawning back here around this area. Now you're going to want to get your breakout class out again with the EMPs. Later on you can change it out to the trophy systems and all that type of crap to protect sentry guns, protect yourself from war machines and stuff like that. So basically what you want to do is you start off the game, you try and run. You want to try and run to the statue, but you don't want to get contested too much. So A lot of people actually run through back packages, but I just basically wing it and go straight through the middle. Probably do get called out, but it's fine with me because I don't actually focus on the front street when we're spawning good side. So your SMGs are going to be running bottom wood and broken wall, hopefully. You could also have SMGs pushing around the back yellow, but it's not necessary because you will end up getting the spawns flipped on top of you. So basically, as you're pushing out through good side here, you're going to try and want to seize statue control once again, but you're not going to want to focus on that too much. You can peek it, say maybe there's 3 coming that way, and you can actually look straight to tractor. You could also just piff a EMP over the top, like so. You know, just chuck it straight over and see if anybody's trying to rush you, and if they are, look over there, and all that type of stuff, all that type of good stuff. So you know, just once again, strafe in and out of here. Keep an eye on your tractor and all that type of stuff, and you should be fine and dandy. And after that, it's just the same, repeating itself over again, and you go there, or straight through back packages, back around back packages, straight to the anchor again. It's all the same stuff, all that goodies and shit like that. So that's basically it, guys. That's basically what I do in standoff hardpoint. A lot of people have different play styles of what they do. This is just how I play. Please don't try and copy me exactly. What may work for me may not work for another person. So please find your own play style. What works for you, and I promise you, you become a better player by doing that. So hopefully you guys should be good, and hopefully you like this. Like if you liked it, like if you disliked, subscribe if you liked it. My next will be Search and Destroy on standoff, then CTF on standoff, and we'll go through the maps and all that type of stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Have a good night. Love you all very much, and I'll talk to you guys later.